going on, everybody? Welcome back to Crypto here. Time to talk about Kaspa.
In this video, I want to talk about Kaspa. Kaspa. I believe Kaspa is going to make a bunch more millionaires in the upcoming 2025 bull run, and there's really four main features that I want to talk about Kaspa and why it's such a good project and how it's going to make a bunch more millionaires in the upcoming bull run. Thank you very much for clicking right into this video. I won't waste your time, so let's get into the four main features that I want to discuss on why I think that Kaspa is such a good project and how it's going to make millionaires in the 2025 bull run. So Kaspa has recently been going wild in the crypto world, and we've seen them like go up 1,600% in the last year. So I want to talk about what has driven this coin up and how far could it go and why is it so good. So the first main feature that I want to talk about is the tokenomics of Kaspa and why I believe the tokenomics are so extremely bullish. 100% of the tokens of Kaspa go to the community. If we compare this to some other coins, a certain percentage of the coins are pre-allocated to the initial team that created the coin or the project, whatever you want to call it. Some cryptos have like 30% of the coins allocated to the initial team that started the crypto. So if the initial team decided to fuck it and leave the project, they could just sell all their crypto and the price would go booming down into the darkness of the dark. But that isn't the case with Kaspa because it was fairly launched, which means that there was no pre-allocating of coins, no pre-mining, so 100% of the coins went straight to the community. So that's one extremely bullish thing, but that also means that there's no pre-allocated coins for exchanges to list Kaspa, so exchanges need to buy up Kaspa manually to sell it on their own exchanges. This is a very bullish sign because that means that there's no team that can just dump the price, making it go lower and lower. Now, the second main reason why I believe Kaspa is such a good project is because of their developers. They're really top tier developers. For example, the founder Jonathan Polinsky, I hope I pronounced that right, he was a part of Ethereum back in 2013. He was working on the Ethereum white paper, so it's extremely bullish that he has knowledge in the market, and he was also a part of Ethereum before it blew up, which is also a very bullish sign. He knows what he's doing, obviously, and he's also a crypto OG. Like, he didn't get into the crypto market for a year or two ago. He was in the game back in 2013, which is of course very bullish for Kaspa because he definitely knows what it's doing. And there's also a bunch of other useful members in the team which are very good developers. You can actually read about it on Kaspa's site. If you're more interested about the developers, I suggest you really go read about them. Now, the third reason why I believe Kaspa is such a good project is because of the transaction speeds. Kaspa is able to handle a much higher capacity of transactions per second than basically any other cryptocurrency. Kaspa is built on a block DAG system, which enables it to handle more transactions per second than a blockchain system. And the block DAG system also allows Kaspa to be extremely scalable, which is extremely bullish if you're looking for a coin that has the capacity to grow into an actual real world currency. So Kaspa is able to handle 400 transactions per second, and if we compare that to Bitcoin, it's really in the top tier, and it's so much faster than Bitcoin because Bitcoin can only handle like 7 transactions per second, which is of course very low when you compare it to Kaspa, and that's also why I'm very bullish on Kaspa, because it's just a better cryptocurrency overall. Now, the fourth reason, which is also my favorite reason, is that Kaspa is perceived to be a Bitcoin version 2 by the early adopters, which is of course extremely bullish, because that means once more people start to see and realize Kaspa, that will mean that many of them will also believe that it will be a Bitcoin version 2, and the price will just continue going higher, higher and higher, because in the end crypto is just a huge marketing game, and you really need to dig yourself into other people's mind and really create a belief in them that this is actually something good. And the good thing with Kaspa is it digs into people's minds, telling them that this could be something huge. And it also has the fundamentals, which we've talked about. Those are really the four main features why I believe Kaspa is such a good project. And now is really a good time to get into the project because the 2025 bull run is about to start soon. So make sure you accumulate some Kaspa if you believe it's a good investment. I want to push on that this isn't financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you decide to buy Kaspa. But if you want to buy some Kaspa yourself, you can click in the link below and you'll get right to KuCoin, where you can sign up and buy some Kaspa. I want to be completely transparent with you guys. I am an affiliate of KuCoin, so I'm earning money if you sign up. But of course, I'm going to put all of this money into Kaspa, so it will also benefit you in a way in the long run. So if you want to buy some Kaspa, click the link below and you can sign up on KuCoin, where you can buy some Kaspa. Now, I also want to say, the more that you read about this project and also the more you really dig into it, the more you realize how great it actually is. Okay, so let's talk about some exchanges, because Kaspa is yet to be listed on a big exchange. So Kaspa has been able to reach a market cap of $3 billion without having a big tier 1 exchange backing it up, which is of course extremely bullish, because what's going to happen once it gets listed on a bigger exchange? So I also want to talk about that. For example, if Binance or Coinbase were to start listing Kaspa, they would need to buy up a huge stock, because as I told you in the beginning, Kaspa doesn't have a pre-allocation of coins to exchanges to list their token. That means that Binance has to buy up stock before they're able to list Kaspa. That would probably drive the market price up very much, because Binance is a huge exchange and they would need huge amount of Kaspa to support their user base. Now, bigger exchanges coming into play could also be a bad thing for Kaspa, because it could push the market price down. Because once big exchanges come into play, big sharks come into play, and that initially means market manipulation. So we could see some time right now where there's going to be a lot of market manipulation. Probably tier 1 exchanges don't want to be buying at these high levels, because Kaspa has been pumping for the last days and weeks. So they probably want to push the market price down so they can buy up some stock and list Kaspa. So that would drive the market price down if they were to do everything they could to push the market price down. So that could also be a good entry point if you want to buy some more Kaspa. But what I want to say with this is, don't panic when the market goes down, because it inevitably happens to cryptos and stocks and forex. It happens to everything. You'll just have to understand and have a broader perspective. And if you know why you did the initial investment, if you have in your mind the fundamentals of the coin and why you did the investment, you won't sell, because you realize that this is too good of a project to be selling right now. Then you should just instead accumulate the coin. But if you don't believe in the fundamentals that I've told you, and if you don't like the project or believe in it, then there's really no reason for you to invest. But what I'm trying to say is, once the market price goes down, if it does happen, don't panic and sell, because that typically happens with a lot of cryptos. Just remember the fundamentals of the coin and buy some more. Okay, let's talk about price then. Kaspa is currently standing at 12 or 13 cents, somewhere around there. And I believe it could reach at least 20 cents before the end of 2023. And once the bull market starts for 2025, I don't think it's unlikely to see Kaspa reach up to $3-5. But of course, price is just speculating. You can't know for sure anything, but that's just my guesses. Some people say that it will reach $1. Some people say that it will reach $10. So I set my prediction somewhere in the middle, $3 to $5. I believe that's reasonable. And I really believe that it can make it up to the top 10 cryptocurrencies during the bull run of 2025. Now, that was it. And I have explained to you why I believe Kaspa is going to make millionaires during the bull run of 2025. So if you believe this is a good project, and if you've done your own due diligence, again, this isn't financial advice, but if you consider Kaspa a good investment, you can use the link down below to buy some coins yourself from KuCoin. That's where I'm buying the coins from. Okay, and let's make some money together, guys. But if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe and like the video. This is actually my first video on this channel, but I've made a bunch of other channels, so I kind of know how to produce content. But I would really appreciate it if you press the subscribe button and the like button. And I guess I'll see you in the next video, where I'm going to be talking about the 2025 bull market in general in the crypto world. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.